Ask now of the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that God created man upon the earth, and ask from the one side of heaven unto the other, whether there have been any such thing as this great thing is, or have been heard like it. So he says, ask. Go back to your forefathers. Go back into your history. Go back into your heritage and your culture. Come back into the knowledge of that we are the rulers of this earth, so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native American Indians. We're the people of God. We're the people of the Bible. We are the Hebrew Israelites by blood. That's our nationality. That's our true race. That's why we must read the Bible. That's why we must obey the Bible. That's why we're supposed to come into the knowledge of the truth. And if we don't come into the knowledge of the truth, the Most High will destroy you. We're supposed to be going into the history of our people. All right? Did ever people hear the voice of God speaking out of the midst of the fire, as thou hast heard and lived? Or hath God essayed to go and take him a nation from the midst of another nation by temptations, by signs, by wonders, and by war, and a mighty hand, and by a stretched out arm, and by great terrors, that torment, that terrors, according to all that the Lord your God did for you in Egypt before your eyes, and is about to do it again in this modern day Egypt? The Most High is coming back for his people. The true Hebrew Israelites, which is so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native American Indians. The Most High is coming back for us. All right? What other nation can say the Most High has done what he's done for us and our people? And to thee it was shown, not to the whole planet, that thou mightest know that the Lord, he is God. There is none else beside him. Out of heaven he hath made thee to hear his voice, but that he might instruct thee. And upon earth he showed thee his great fire, and thou heardest his words out of the midst of the fire. He's made us to hear. But his children, the righteous, the elect, will hear his voice. The wicked is going to keep turning their ear, stopping their ears, and get put to sleep, man. Alright? They're going to be destroyed with ICBM nuclear fire. But he has made us to hear his voice. And because he loved thy fathers, therefore he chose their seed, their sperm, after them. That's why the Most High is only dealing with the Israelites. And brought thee out of his sight with his mighty power out of Egypt, to drive out nations from before thee, greater and mightier than thou art, to bring thee in, to give thee their land for an inheritance, as it is this day. So he said, as it is at that day, is at this day too. So, Most High ain't dealing with these other nations, man. He's only dealing with his children, his people. Alright? Now, know therefore this day and consider it in thine heart, that the Lord, he is God. In heaven above and the earth beneath, there is none else. Alright? Thou shalt keep therefore his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee this day, that it may go well with thee, and with thy children after thee, and that thou mayest prolong thy days upon the earth, which the Lord thy God giveth thee forever. So the Most High set this up. The Most High made this and allowed it, and established his kingdom Israel and his chosen people of Israel, as that's his ordainment. And not to follow it is to basically invite destruction. When the Most High wants to give us mercy and return us to our land, that our inheritance. Alright? Job 37:1. At this also my heart trembleth, and is moved out of his place. Hear attentively the noise of his voice, and the sound that goeth out of his mouth. He directed it under the whole heaven, and his lightning into the ends of the earth. The Most High has set this up. He said, hear his voice attentively. We better follow the law, statutes, statutes, and commandments attentively. We better obey this Bible attentively. We better be looking for the Most High to save us and being obedient to him diligently and attentively. Otherwise, the Most High is going to destroy you. It is high time right now to hear his voice. It is imperative right now. All right? John 10:1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, He that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. You can't sneak into the kingdom of heaven. You must come through repentance, through the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, through following the law, statutes, commandments, and having faith and believing and enduring to the end. There's no other way. You have to do all the above. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth,